when I did my first flight, I I felt like I felt alive. I felt that I can go to a places no one can go with it
Yeah.
because of the like there is places you cannot go with a car and things like that. And in Saudi Arabia, like it is a huge country that there is a places are very remote, and I started to do it with the paramotor.
Hello and welcome to the Mayman Show. We are coming to you from our studios in Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Our guest today is a member of the Saudi national paragliding team, and he is also a famous or an aspiring to be famous, but has made a lot of noise on the social media scene in terms of being an adventure seeker from Saudi Arabia. We have Faisal Al Olayan. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure for me to be in the Arab show and to be with you, Hassan.
Okay, well, it's our pleasure to have you on the show. So let's start from the beginning. Well, first of all, like what sparked your interest in adventure sports in general, flying and other forms of extreme sports?
Like for me, I started having fun in flying because my mom, when I was young, she was telling me that you are half a bird. And when I started with this mentality, half a bird, I started to do all of my activities in the sky, and
Yeah.
I started from that, like graduating with the sports until I am here with the national team. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the first aerial activity that you did?
Okay. First of all, I started at 2019
Right.
with paramotoring. I wanted to train to be a pilot, and not for a career, but for
As a hobby.
as a hobby.
All right.
But I wanted to go to United States, and I booked my flight and also the school there. But there is COVID. We
Yeah.
had and everything canceled, and I started to train paramotoring here in Riyadh. Paramotor is basically is a parachute, but you have an engine in your back, and
Okay.
you can foot launch from anywhere.
All right.
And I started that, and before it, I was loving, like I love to travel. I finished about 67 countries, and
Okay.
I started to take my paragliding with me to fly from mountains. And I was getting more experience with this sport as a paragliding, and this is what makes me continue in all of the aerial sports. Like,
So let's get into how it felt doing your first paramotoring experience. Well, what was going through your mind? Let us in your psyche, how you felt before and after, and where did you do it? By the way, since you're a world traveler.
okay, first I did my first paramotor here in Riyadh, in a place near of edge of the world.
Yeah.
I trained there. I was training just for 3 days. It was a record for my instructor in Saudi Arabia to be one of the fastest learner, because I was loving this sport and I was searching a lot. I was having all of the information about it. It was easier for him. And when I did my first flight, I I felt like I felt alive. I felt that I can go to a places no one can go with it
Yeah.
because of the like there is places you cannot go with a car and things like that. And in Saudi Arabia, like it is a huge country that there is a places are very remote, and I started to do it with the paramotor.
All right. And then you from there you shifted to paragliding, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then when was your first paragliding
Okay.
experience?
My first paragliding, it's after 1 year from learning paramotor. I did it in Badr, in Al Medina. There is a sand dunes about 300 meters. It's one of the best places in paragliding in the world because
Okay.
it's a sand dune and it's very big. And yeah, I did it first there, and after this trip I started to travel a lot to do more paragliding, and specifically in South of America and Center of America.
Mhm.
Like there was a lot of mentors there. Mentors is like you have a guy that he have a lot of experience and
Yeah.
you trust him, and he start to give you all the informations and the advices to be a very good pilot. to be under his wing with the instructor
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
And which one of your mentors do you hold near dear to
Okay.
your heart? You felt that they gave you the right tools
Okay.
and advice to
Yeah,
start up.
there is one guy. His name is Michael
Yeah.
in Colombia,
Yeah.
specifically in Cali. Like Cali is a big valley
Right.
in Colombia, and if you flew, you can fly for a lot of hours because there is a lot of thermals without engine.
Okay.
Sometimes you can fly until 6 hours to 7 hours without engine because you are going with the dynamic air hitting the mountain or with the thermals. The thermals, because of the sun is hitting the ground and it's becoming more hot. The air near from the ground is hotter than the sky, and the hot air are rising up, and we are going up with it with the paragliding. And this is the a lot of experience I take it from there.
Yeah.
And after it, with about 1 year or less, I started to go in competition for paragliding.
All right. And what was the first competition you went to?
First competition I did it in Albania. It's
Okay.
a spot landing. You have to know in paragliding there is a lot of competitions. One
Okay.
of them is hike and fly. Is like you take all of your rig and there is a competition to finish 1,000 kilometers just
Okay.
with a paragliding and your foot.
All right.
Yeah, they climb mountains and fly and go to another mountain and they sleep there and they take it for 3 or 4 days. And there is a spot landing. They fly from a very high place and they have to land, and even the 1 centimeter is counted.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's the acro. Acro is like doing very crazy maneuvers in
So
the sky.
it's more showmanship.
Yes, it's like the
paragliding.
more show. I started in spot landing,
Okay.
and Albania is my first, and I started to go with all of the competitions until 2022. I went in Kazakhstan in the World Championship of spot landing, and I got the third in the world.
All right.
Yeah.
And that was your first competition.
No, it was my I think 17th
17th, but
Yes.
it was, and that was your 17th paragliding
competition. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. After that, the national team of Saudi Arabia has sponsored me, and I started to be a national team athlete.
Okay. I mean, we'll get into the national
Yes,
team in a bit, but you seem to have taken your mom's advice to heart by saying that you're half bird because there's paramotoring, you've done paragliding, you even have a background of aerospace engineering.
This is true.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, so how did just that educational part basically help you or shape your background or your way of being in the sky in general?
Perfect. This is a very great question because to be an aerospace engineering is a very big factor for me, because if you want to start to fly, you have to know aerodynamics and you have to know how is the wing flying and all of that things. And to have this background as aerospace engineering is helped me a lot to be a very fast learner and to understand what's happening, because there is a two kind of pilots. There is an experienced one, and
Okay.
there is experienced and no physics one, because it's like also driving but in less comparison, because you know how to drive the car but you don't know anything about the car, you don't know about the engine, you don't know about anything.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is what made me in love with it, because I built my own paramotor. I was designing it, everything with my specifications and things like that. And all of that happened when I studied in KFBM, King Fahd University in Dhahran. I studied 5 years there, as aerospace engineering.
Okay.
And for this 5 years, I didn't do anything in my life. It was just studying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you enjoying the part, or you were just trying to get your degree and leave?
See,
I mean, I'm assuming you were basically heavily invested in.
I enjoyed a lot,
Yeah.
but
It was a lot of work.
a lot of work, and the problem is we study a lot of not aerospace engineering
Okay.
subjects, and that was very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Why was it very tough? Did it not
Be-
catch your attention? Or...
it's like I was studying because I love it,
Okay.
and if you want to pass there, you have to like live for the university and spend a lot of time for it. And there was a lot of subjects like geology and things like that, also chemistry.
Okay.
It was sometimes need a lot of effort, and it was very boring, and I cannot like keep up. But thank God, like I finished it, and it was a great time. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the Saudi national team for paragliding. The Saudi paragliding national.
Okay. Like I told you, after I started to compete and I get little bit of attention of the competitions that I was sharing with, I became a member of the Saudi national team.
Yeah.
And
when was it established?
it is established before 2 years and a half from now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about 2023.
2023.
Yeah.
Okay. Around
And it's Shaheen and the name of the paragliding organization, and that was a new chapter for me, because to compete is something, because you are holding your name, but now you compete with the Saudi name, and like bringing your flag and your clothes, and like everyone are seeing you as a Saudi athlete. It's not like Faisal, the old one, is like coming to compete.
Yeah, you're here representing the whole country.
Yeah, it's like it was a lot of like focused and a lot of like in the competitions that I was in, it was less nervous and less pressured. But when I was going with the national team, it was much like pressured. But for me, I enjoyed a lot because it was more exciting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so. What have you done under the Saudi national team's umbrella?
Okay.
You gave us a story of how you got sponsored, but since getting sponsored,
yeah, we get sponsored. After that, we started to compete in the competition. We did the paragliding World Cup in Bulgaria, and we get 9th as a team. Yeah. It was a great one. But also at Indonesia World Cup, one of our national team athlete, we get the first in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're fairly new at this.
Yeah, this is like the problem of it, but there is not a lot of news about it. But yeah, we get the first of it, and after that, like we started to do a lot of training. We were in Turkey for 1 month of training there. This training are affecting us very good in our experience, because it's make you jumping from like a normal pilot to be a very experienced pilot, and to try to know all of the weather, like specifications,
the weather conditions,
yes,
and specifications,
and every
from
this is true, because
from country to country, environment to environment.
Yeah, like near from the sea, or everything are different, and this is what make us better pilots. And this thing are happening because our national, like Saudi, like ranking becoming best every year, and this is what we are aiming for.
Right. There's an improvement every year.
We started about 100, and now we are 14.
Okay.
And before 2 years, not 2 years, 1 year and a half, we went to the 9th.
All right. Yeah. How many countries, by the way, participate in
There
this
is
World
about
Cups?
100 something.
So out of 100 countries, getting 9th place in early outings is a very remarkable achievement.
This is a very remarkable achievement.
You need to say the 100 so people can understand how big of a deal that number is.
It was a big of a deal, but yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay. So, a true testament of you being a bird, or let's say they should call you the Saudi Falcon, right?
I hope so.
Let's get into your experience in wingsuits. That is a completely different activity than paragliding and paramotoring.
This is true. Wingsuiting. I just become a wingsuit pilot, but how can I be a wingsuit pilot? I have to start to be a skydiver.
Okay.
And first of all, I trained to be a skydiver, and I did a lot of jumps, about 3 years of jumping, just to get to the 200 jump. After that, it's allowed for me to start to do the wingsuit.
It's a lot more extreme. You need to have a lot of.
This is true. You have to be almost a perfect skydiver to go to wingsuit. And wingsuit, like, you have to know, like, in all of the sports like paramotor, paragliding, skydiving, there are a very big environment of people who know about it and informations.
Okay.
But in wingsuit, there is not a lot in the world. Like, for me, I was getting all of the information and things, and I was doing my own research.
Okay.
But in wingsuit, there is none.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
I mean, I know about wingsuit pilots from an actual wingsuit pilot.
Yes,
so,
and this is what this is. It's a problem, and it's not, because this one need to get a mentor, and you have to trust him with everything.
Yeah.
And after I started, like, like, my dream is to be a wingsuit, because, like, everyone, like the human body is like very different if you think about it as a bird. And for me, like, feeling I want to fly like a bird, it's one of the most important things in my life. And I decided that I want to train, and I put my goals. And for me, I need to train for it in a good way, because these things, there is no room for error, because
yes, exactly.
because it is one error and that's it. It's not.
Yes,
it's
I completely
like
understand.
forgivable. Like,
it's the most extreme, if I'm not mistaken.
it is wingsuit base jumping is the most extreme.
I guess.
Yeah, and I went to. There is 2 places in the world. There is a wingsuit tunnel, and for me, I want to be a very good wingsuiter before I go in the sky or in the mountains. And there is 2 places in the world that have wingsuit tunnels. One in Sweden and one in Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, and I went to Russia to train there in a city named Perm. It is in the middle of Russia. It's 3,600 kilometers from Moscow. It's like 4 to 3 time zones there. I cannot remember.
Okay.
I went there and I trained in the wind tunnel. Like, you go in a wind tunnel, and there is a lot of air, and it goes with a degree, and you have your wingsuit, and you train to fly there.
All right.
Yeah, I spent about 6 hours there in the wind. In the 6 hours in the wind tunnel, I took it in 10 days.
Okay.
And something like that, because you have to take 10 minutes every 5 hours per day, because it's very intense for your body.
Yeah.
And why is that? Because skydiving, you have to know this information, because it's crazy. Skydiving is just a 50-second of free fall.
Yeah.
50 seconds. Like, it's a lot of adrenaline, but it's just 50 seconds.
You have a lot of adrenaline going when you in that 50 seconds.
Yeah.
But also in that 50 seconds, you need to basically have your calculations right, the timing right, the weather needs to be right.
This is true.
One thing goes wrong, and the whole equation it's changed, right?
It's all changed, yeah. And if you have a wingsuit, it goes to 3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and for me, like, this adding minute is very important, because it's make you more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And after I trained in Russia, I went to Moscow again to train with one of the mentors. His name is Alexander.
Okay.
He have his own company for wingsuit, and I trained with him from the sky and things like that. And I felt how can you be a bird, because now you can fly, like, not just falling. Like, flying and falling is different in skydiving. And if you jump, it's just a fall, and if you go with a wingsuit, you are flying. And I was going between the clouds and things like that, and that makes me like having a lot of fun.
What was that feeling? I mean, you finally achieved your theoretical, dream.
Yeah,
I'm a bird and I want to fly.
Yeah, okay. There is a limit. Like, there is a limit of adrenaline. Like, and this is what I was always like chasing.
Okay.
When I finished the experience, I when I finish it and arrive safely down on the ground.
Okay.
From the adrenaline rush, it start to cry, because I start to cry because of how extreme and how the adrenaline are like pumping in my body, and and this is what makes me feel alive and feel like very this is the best feeling ever for me, and this is what I was having fun for it. Yeah.
Okay. And so what's next for the
Okay.
for you?
This is the problem. Like, um, and this is what I was learning from my mentors, because I cannot know that if you don't have a fear,
Yeah.
that's
It's okay to be afraid.
if you
That's
are
just in everything in life.
yeah, but there is a problem. If
What?
you start not to be afraid, that will end your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this sport, because you have to know when you back down.
Mhm.
There is a lot of times when I want to do the experience and I start to stop in the edge of the mountain or something.
Yeah.
I say no. This is not the day. It's not a perfect condition.
Okay.
And
See
there is
gust of wind coming.
yeah, and there is
We need to recalculate.
Yeah,
things. No, I don't blame you. I mean, you're doing it in extreme sports, but just in every field, fear is good.
This is true. This
Yeah.
is true. And I was having a period of my life that I don't get afraid a lot, and that was a problem for me.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you'd say you learned how to translate the fear into calculated, tactical, wise risks.
Yeah, I try to be like that, and there is always not a perfect, but I think my background in aerospace engineering helped me a lot for it, and this is what make me like better in this sport, and there is always room for improvement.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm trying to do it as slowly and as best as possible for me.
All right. And what's next for the Saudi Paragliding Federation? What's
we have a competition in August, and it's the World Cup in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, and
100 countries competing in that one too.
I think in this competition, the last record that I saw, that there are 115 countries are participating.
All right.
It will be a big one near Frankfurt in a city named Faisal Cooper. It's a very great city. Like, I have been there in the past, and we are aiming to get, I hope so, better result in this competition.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys already got first place, so
yeah,
just maintain.
But do you know what's the
right?
problem? We get the first before 2 years, but they're starting to have a lot of Chinese, and you have to know something.
Okay.
In China, like the people who participate in China, they take it as a full-time job, and they are fully.
It's not a full-time job; it's a way of life.
Like it's not
right?
It's everything in their life, and also they have all the technology for it.
Yeah.
Like they build a lot of things in the mountain that they can fly about 100 flights per day.
Okay.
For us, is the maximum is 20. You cannot do more than.
I think you've identified your next training camp.
And this,
go to China.
This is what we are pushing for. Let's go to China, because they are doing it very great, and there is a lot of good athletes are coming from there, and they are like starting to get first in everything.
Okay.
Yeah, but we are pushing back. I hope so. We will achieve something in this competition. Yes.
All right, and then you post a lot about your experiences. I mean, there is a post about you flying through heavy rain.
This is like I told you that I wanted to be a pilot for myself as a hobby.
Yeah.
And all of these years I was thinking about it, but it was a money problem.
Okay.
Because it was expensive and things like that.
Yeah.
And I want
It's an expensive hobby.
It's a very expensive hobby. Like, I know all of the aerial sports are very expensive, but not like flying an airplane, because
of course,
it's having a lot. And I don't want to get the license from any place and that's it. No, I want to have my own airplane. I want to fly all over the world, because the dream is to fly from right and come back from left. It's like going all around the world. This is my dream.
All right.
And all of that years I was searching, how can I do it in the best way? And the best way possible that I have is to buy an airplane and train in it.
Okay.
Because the most cost thing is the airplane
most costly
rent.
thing is the airplane itself.
Yeah, the airplane rental.
Yeah.
And I was searching to because I want to buy a specific airplane that I can jump from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So multi-purpose.
Yeah, it's like multi-purpose. Yeah. And I was searching a lot until I found one in Germany.
Okay.
And I was connecting with the pilot there, and I want to buy it and fly with it to Saudi Arabia. But thank God I found one in Saudi Arabia, and it was this airplane that I found it here. It was having a crazy story.
Okay.
Yeah, how I found it, but thank God, like I found it. It's helped me a lot. I bought this airplane, and I started trained here in Saudi Arabia in Riyadh for it, and I finished my training, and now we build, like the Saudi Aviation Club build airport in Al Ras, and I'm originally from Al Ras. It's a city in Al Qasim, and I start to be there every weekend. Like I fly from Riyadh because there is a farm there, and like a lot of my cousins, and I fly with my own airplane from here to Al Ras to be in the farm. Also, in the season of skydiving in the winter, it was like going with my airplane to do skydiving in Al Ras.
Nice.
It was a very beautiful idea, and I take that like little bit up, and I wanted to go to the nearest countries, because I have to get more experience before doing a very big cross country, and also my airplane is small for going a very long flight under a sea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We shot an episode in an airplane with a Saudi pilot.
Michel Asteri, he's one of our AIM pilots, and he have a very great airplane with 2 engines.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 engines.
This is the most important.
Yes, he taught me everything needs to be redundant.
Yeah, this is
2 of everything.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up this interview, what's your personal message to the audience and anyone who wants to get into paragliding, skydiving, paramotoring, flying planes? You seem to do it all.
For me, I think doing skydiving and all of the aerial sports is for someone who need to feel a little bit adrenaline and feel alive. I would love to let people try it at least once. But for me, I just want to say, just chase what you love and chase it very bad, and do a lot of research for it.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, that's some good advice, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck in your future endeavors and competitions, and hopefully you can stay safe.
I hope so. Thank you so much. But before we finish, you have to try one of these sports with me. Okay. You have to choose the airplane or skydiving or paramotoring.
I've done the airplane, so maybe. I mean, I'll do another airplane, but we'll talk after the episode.
We talk about it.
All right. Okay. We'll talk about it. Let's just say never say never.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
And that's all we have time for this week's episode. Tune in to the Mayman Show. See you later.
See you later.